goody, everybody. It's your boys of the Two Kill Time podcast, Kane, Travis, and TJ, and we are back, episode 27. We are officially 50% of the way through our first season of the pod. Boys, we are feeling good. We have been doing great. How does that sound to you guys that we're over 50%? We were talking before the start of this that we're like 7 months into this, come like next episode. So it's kind of wild that we've been doing this once a week.
Dude, I mean, we were just doing the math, and I mean, we're already going on 7 months of doing this.
Yeah.
We're having a great time doing it. I feel we've definitely made a little bit of an impact in at least a few people's lives, you know?
I feel like we made it a little bit better for sure.
Yeah.
I mean, that's what we're striving for here.
That's what we set out to do, just make life a little bit easier for some people.
100%.
But I do also want to thank everybody for listening and the constant support that they show us on all our platforms. We are officially over 3,500 total listens and continuing to climb each and every week. So thank you guys so much. We love you guys, and hopefully we don't upset you and you continue to listen to our awesome podcast because we would greatly appreciate that.
Yeah.
How's your guys' weeks this week? Like rough take, bad take, quick takes, whatever you guys want to do.
All right.
Yeah. We do not have to go
officially
into
Yeah, no, I'm going to keep it real brief. My mom passed away last week, so it's been probably the worst week of my life, but I'm glad that I at least have the pod as like a little outlet
for sure
to kind of
Absolutely.
escape to for a little bit. But overall, I have not been vibing.
Word. Can't imagine.
I have not.
Yeah. Vibes are not being found.
Vibes are at an all-time low, if anything.
Yeah.
Yeah, besides that dark opening by TJ.
Yeah, sorry about that.
It's been all right. Me and TJ, we've been going to the Y, just trying to, one, keep our minds,
Busy.
clear.
Yeah.
Of course.
We're getting good runs in at the Y, thankfully. Usually it's a gamble when you go there,
Yeah.
Never
Sometimes
know
it's
if anybody's
sketchy
going to
'cause,
be
like-
there or if anybody decent is going to be there at all.
Or it's
Right.
going to be so full that you can barely play.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we've been getting in some good runs. I'm continuing to lose, a little bit of weight here and there, watching what I eat and drink and all that, like, you and Haley are.
Yep.
Which kind of, I've actually been wondering, so I haven't seen any gym snaps past couple of days. I'm just
Yes.
wondering about you and Haley, how your journey's going.
So we haven't went to the gym in about 2 weeks. We've had like a ton of shit going on, which is, obviously us slacking big time, but we are still losing weight. I'm down 14. It's like 14 and a half, almost 15 pounds, but I will say 14. I haven't hit that 15 mark yet. And Haley's down about 5 pounds. So, we're still losing weight, but the not going to the gym the last 2 weeks has kind of slowed down our pace. Realistically, to hit my goal by the end of the year, I need to lose like 4 pounds a month from here on out. So that's a relatively easy task. I'd love to hit my goal weight of 220 by the end of August, just to be at where I want to be. That way, during the winter and kind of like September-ish, I can kind of get down to 200 and then do my bulk weight. But that's my personal goal. That's kind of what I want to do. But how's your weight loss journey going and all that type of stuff?
I don't know, it's all right. And first of all, I definitely said it. I didn't say it the way I wanted it to. It sounded like I was kind of slandering you because I haven't gotten snaps. I just was curious.
Oh, no, you're good. Like, I'm honest. We haven't went to the gym in like 2 weeks just because we've had a bunch of shit going on.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of what I was just about to say after that. It literally just left my mind.
Arnold Schwarzenegger would say those are excuses.
Yeah, exactly. Like, it's just we've had a ton of shit going on. It's not a good enough excuse to not go to the gym. But
I was just fucking with you.
no, you're good.
I haven't gone to the gym in months, man. So
Yeah, no,
Slacking.
we've been slacking like the last 2 weeks, and it's on us. Like I said, we just had a ton of shit going on, and it is excuses. It's just like today we could have went to the gym and we didn't, but
Yeah, man. Mine is going definitely slow, but it's, same as you were doing it the right way. I'm cutting out sugars. I'm cutting out carbs.
yeah,
Just eating better, drinking better. Definitely with just certain events that happen in life, you really want to buckle down on health because it leads to, better mental health, physical health.
Yeah, of course.
And it's just a revolving cycle. So I'm taking it one day at a time, just like you and Haley are.
Yeah.
And hopefully, eventually, we'll both reach our goals. So.
Yeah, man, like I said, I got to average, it's like 4.4 pounds lost a month in order to hit my goal by the end of the year. If I want to do August, I haven't calculated that out, but like that's my ultimate goal is just to get there, and it's been good. I love going to the gym. I love being fit. Today we went to Topgolf for like 3 hours, and I know it's like not much, but like just getting out there and fucking crushing balls, you know what I mean? Like I say every time I go, like, man, this makes me want to go to the batting cage or makes me want to field baseballs, like. Just do something, like be active, you know?
I miss golfing so much. It's been so shitty that, like, I mean, they have indoor simulators, but, like.
So, like, that's my favorite thing to do at Topgolf, bros. Like, so we'll do, like, the first warm-up game. If you've ever been, it's like you just try and hit the ball into the holes and get the highest fucking score. Is like the normal Topgolf game, like where it all started.
Right.
Well, now Topgolf's come so far where you have like there's like an Angry Birds game where you have to aim it at the holes and like it does like this whole animation. It's more of like a family friendly thing. Yeah, it's like a huge sim. It's really cool. And then they do course sims. So like you were just saying, so like they have like Pebble Beach, St. Augustine.
That would be dope.
Like they have like a bunch of them. So like that's my favorite thing to do is to warm up and then do as many holes as I can in 2 hours.
So Topgolf is more than just like that big ass driving range.
Well, so it is
like I've just never
is a giant driving range, but like there's a bar and restaurant inside, and then obviously they have like a pro shop. They don't have like fucking clubs or anything, but like shirts, polos, hats, gloves. I don't think you can get balls there, but like that type of thing. And then it's the big driving range. And then there's smaller games inside of like all of that. So like during the game where you're supposed to get like the points, like the normal Topgolf game, I just go out there and fucking hit nukes. I just try to hit the ball as hard as I can, as far as I can. And then once we
Are you good at golf?
Not really. No. I mean like so it's really hard to explain to people, but like I can't hit a driver for shit. Like you put a ball on a tee, I can't hit it. Like, I hit the ball, but it doesn't go straight. I slice it really bad. So it'll go like 150 yards, but it'll go 50 yards to the right, 100 yards straight. But, like, you give me irons, bro, ask any of my friends, dude, on site. Like, I am on it with my irons, bro. 150, 160 yards, like, with a 5-iron, I'm cooling.
Dude, golf-wise, I just need to, like, figure out how to tame my swing straight a little more.
Yeah, like because, I said,
I hit fucking pretty good for a dude that doesn't really golf.
Yeah, like with a driver, it'll go 150 yards, but it doesn't.
I can hit my driver like 250.
Yeah, but like, granted, that's not far. But again, it's going 100 yards, and I'm trying to compensate because I know it's going to go 50 yards to the right. So then I slice it even farther. You know, like I can't hit a driver. So like. We'll do the course sim.
It's a 300-yard bomb to the right.
Yeah, like just goes into the third fairway over. But
like a 90-degree angle.
So whenever we do the simcast, I take a 3-wood and just hit it off the fucking ground. Because I don't know why when I hit it off a tee with the driver, it's just every time it goes straight to the right. Every fucking time. Doesn't matter.
That's funny.
So... I actually got a question for you, and I'm going to kind of try to make it into a joke here.
Okay.
I see you got a new haircut.
Yeah.
For everyone that's listening.
Yeah,
Kane did get a new cut.
He says, got a mullet.
And I'm just wondering, did you do that to increase your golf skills?
No, however, I did in fact hear a lot more country music in my life today, and I was like, it's gotta be the mullet today. Like, yeah, I was like, what the fuck is going on? But I did get to Topgolf and it went really well. It went way better than it normally does today.
So my next question is, what
mullet is +2 overall.
I don't know what it was, but
+2 overall,
+5 style points just for the mullet.
What was your inspiration for the mullet, bro?
Yeah, like what made you decide to just fucking?
Well, like I'm going bald. Like I'm 25. I'm getting old. Like I'm slowly going bald in my life. So, like I only have a short amount of time left in my life where I can just be like, yeah, I'm gonna just get this haircut. And my hair,
buddy, this is why I wear hats.
Yeah, so like that's
'Cause
why.
once I'm bald, I can still wear hats. and
Yeah,
everyone just
so
be
like
"Oh,
that's why I wear hats. Well, my hair, I love growing my hair out long. I always have, and it always gets to the point in the car business where I'm growing my hair, and it's at that fucking weird length where I have to wear a hat. So I was wearing a hat every day for the past like 2 months, or like it really only about a month and a half. But so I'm wearing a hat every day, and like I took my hat off, and I was like, man, like I don't like this part, like the sides were bugging the fuck out of me because they were at that awkward length where I can't just like fucking tuck it behind my ear, or when I have a hat on, it poofs out on the side here instead of going to the back. It's just not long enough yet. And I told Haley, I was like, I know I need to get my hair cut, but I don't want to. I want to grow it out. And she was like, well, you need to get a haircut. And I was like, all right, I'll cut my hair only if I can get a mullet. And she was like, no, because Haley's the one that cuts my hair. And I was like,
She's
no.
like, no.
Nope.
So, you know what? Like, I only have so much pull in that category. And I was like, I'm only cut my hair if I get a mullet. And last night, like, I got home from work. And I was like, I really want to cut my hair. Can we please do a mullet? And she was like, no. I was like, listen, if you don't like it, we can just cut it. Like, it's not going to hurt anything. Like, we'll just trim the rest of the back, and it'll just be a fade on the sides, and the top will be fine. And she was like, fine, we'll do it. And, like, I probably sat in this chair for, like, an hour and a half, bro. Like, hour and a
She
half
loved it.
getting the mullet. And she was like, you know what? This doesn't look bad. And I was like, bet. So I shaved, kept the stash, of course. And then we got the
Naturally.
mullet. So, like, yeah, we got
one
the
would.
mullet, you know. Little fucking mullet shake for you.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, dude. What, TJ, dude?
No fucking way. Bro.
Yeah, bro.
No chance.
Yeah.
Bro, I am a fan.
For everyone not watching, Kane just did the dirtiest mullet shake I've seen.
Dude, I had one when I was in like 6th grade, but it wasn't like killer. Like the sides were short, but it wasn't like a fade on the side.
It wasn't killer.
You know,
Yeah,
like,
dude,
what-
you were 12.
Yeah, but you know what I'm saying? Like it wasn't like damn. And I've always kind of wanted to do it. And every time I shave my face, I always start out, I shave like my chin, and then I shave like all my neck, and then I shave right here and keep the chops in the stash. Haley won't let me keep the chops. You know, like
Chops, he goes.
Haley won't let
Bro,
me keep the chops, so I shave the chops
My
and keep the
burns
stash.
go crazy, man.
Yeah,
I
same.
get the craziest fucking. Can't grow it anywhere else, but
Got to keep the burn.
Right
Feel the
there.
burn. Feel the burns.
fuck no, I can't do it.
Oh, dear Lord. No, that's phenomenal stuff, man.
Yeah. I mean,
PJ, speaking of haircuts,
Yeah,
getting one tomorrow?
end of
end
end
of
of
the
an
era.
era here. Yeah, I'm chopping it tomorrow.
In my opinion, it's about time you got rid of that mop.
You're just jealous.
I'm not gonna lie. Like I said, I love long hair, but it is time.
My hair's too long.
Yeah.
My hair's too long right now. I don't
Yep.
enjoy it.
And like
anymore.
your hair's super thick too.
Yeah, dude, I have like a fuck ton
Yeah.
of hair.
Like your hair is really
Like-
thick. Like my problem is I'm gonna have hair here. I'm not gonna have hair here. Yeah, it's
I'm
just-
also yeah.
Like all of this is thin, and then back here is just thick as fuck. 2 C's.
all set.
Yeah.
All set.
Like, if I could just take some of this and put it up here.
Put it here.
Why don't we
Dude,
just
that's why I
take
stopped
bikini
wearing a
bottom
hat.
and move it over here?
That's why I stopped wearing a hat, man. Like, I just didn't want my like hairline receding that bad, and mine is still pretty bad. I got a big ass forehead.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We all got big ass foreheads. Let's just
Yeah,
take
not
a
gonna
second.
lie, I do. But like, so that was my problem. I always wore a hat growing up. Always playing baseball. Always had a hat on. Like when I wasn't playing baseball, had a hat on. Like I've always had nice hair. Like I've always thought that I had nice
That's a
hair,
fact.
anyways. And just it's devastating me. I don't want to lose my fucking hair, but it's happening. So I gotta take advantage of it while it's here. You know, I can't afford like
All right,
that
so
fucking hair transplant shit.
So one last question: what's your next cut after this?
I don't know, man. I'm gonna
Where
keep
do
the
you
mullet
go
as long as I
after a
can
mullet?
right now.
I don't know.
A perm. Perm. Nah, I don't know, man. I don't know where I want to go. Like, I'm gonna keep
I
the mullet
swear
for
to
as long as
fuck.
possible.
I swear to fuck, if I get a snap of you with a perm, bro,
You with some Walmart fucking curly hair, dude. I'm gonna be so pissed.
Dude, I heard
You're gonna
like,
be like, check it.
yo, check it. Dude, I did hear, speaking of a perm, like once you get a perm, like it's really hard to go back. Like it damages your hair. Like you're basically fucked.
These trash ass AirPods, bro.
What
Bro,
happened?
your ears are just trash.
Yeah,
Dude,
you
it's
fuck
falling
your
out
ears.
twice. Yeah, your ears are trash. Yeah, I am. and
Yeah,
my
let me just
eardrum.
go ahead
Clearly
and
don't
fucking
have it
change them
right.
out,
Yeah,
Travis.
let me just fucking jam it in.
Well, wait,
No.
is it because the rubber piece is too big, or is it like the small one?
Hold on, let me look.
Because like they come with like interchangeable,
Dude,
right?
Holy. It's a big ass earpiece, bro.
Travis got big
Dude,
ear
I got
canals,
some
bro. He's
big-ass
got big
fucking
ear
ear
canals.
canals. Huh?
I'm blind, so I can hear like a motherfucker.
Play like the Red Sea in there. It's crazy.
Fucking Moses
bro.
came along one night when your mom was having you. Was like, yeah, that needs to be a little bit wider.
No, I fucking.
Damn, these are like. Are these like? Did you make them bigger? Or are these like
He's like the
That's
double
factory,
XL.
bro.
factory?
Those are
Stop.
factory. Yeah, dude.
God damn, Apple.
All set.
Speaking
Good
of
to
stock,
go.
speaking of stock, my dad wanted us to talk about our new cars and stuff. We've talked about cars a lot on this podcast, and we've all kind of made a change in what we drive. Recently, I guess, over the past like 6 to 8 months, we've all kind of changed what we drive. So, if you guys want to go ahead and start, and then I'll fucking go from there.
All right, I'll start because I got the shittiest car. So I started out with a fucking 2006 GMC Sierra. And I drove that thing into the fucking dirt. I got
Literally.
it with like 200K miles on it. And there was a bunch of shit wrong with it. And so I drove that until I couldn't. And then I was sharing the Infinity with my mom until,
Well,
I guess recently.
Jesus.
Yeah.
I
I
just-
gotta laugh it off.
I was
now.
literally just
I
like,
mean,
well,
well, but
Ain't that a bitch, bro?
no. So now I have a 2012 Infinity G37X with like 165,000 miles on it.
there you go.
But I have a lot of plans. I have a lot of plans for it.
Good.
But yeah.
Well, this is what I told TJ. The fucker just needs a tune-up. All right, some new
Needs-
fucking spark plugs.
Needs a little
Plugs,
TLC.
wires.
We're gonna get some injector cleaner in there. Like, we're chilling, dude.
Throw in some
fucking
cataclean and we'll be good.
Yeah, bro. Yeah. Oh boy, that's magical shit. So, for me, I drove a piece of shit Saab 2000. Piece of shit Saab 2006. That taught me a lot about how to take care of something. That really it helped me mature. So everything is a blessing in disguise.
For sure.
I mean, the Saab was legendary, so I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, like I was just thinking, like, man, I've had some piece of shits, but like they were all good cars, man.
It was a great car.
Like I had
but
a ton of cars, so
at what cost? You know what I mean? I dumped a lot of
sure.
money. You know what I mean? Like, you can look at it several different ways. So I drove that for 4 or 5 years. Then I was like, you know what? Screw this. I'll buy a Chevy Cruze. Hated that even.
Well, what do you expect?
I mean, I just needed something decent at the time. So then made a deal with my sister, blah, blah, blah. Now I drive my Q50 that me and your buddy Anthony talked about. When we play Warzone a little bit.
yeah. He had a Q50 for a minute, and then JP actually bought it. My other friend down here, he bought it from Anthony, and
Yeah.
they both liked it.
I love it, man. It's obviously nothing crazy. Only 300 horse, but it's a fun thing to drive, man. Sounds nice.
Yeah,
It's comfortable. Like, makes you feel bougie a little bit.
for sure. Yeah, I mean it's Nissan luxury, man.
Not as much as a Beamer.
My 10-year-old car is the same horsepower as it.
Damn. Well, probably not,
Yeah, that's
but
crazy.
maybe after the tune-up.
Yeah,
maybe off the factory floor.
rewire it.
Maybe when you get a brand new 3.7 liter.
Yeah,
Yeah,
facts.
brand new.
But yeah, so I got big plans for that. It is a little bit expensive for upgraded parts, just like anything else. So
Yeah.
it's a work in progress, man.
Yeah, man. I mean, like we were just talking, I've had plenty of vehicles in my time. My first ever car was I think it was 2000. I think it was 2000. Chevy S10 Blazer ZR2. And that fucking thing was a beaut. I think we've talked about most of these vehicles on here, so I'm not gonna like dive in deep. And then after that, I got a 2002 Chevy, or not Chevy. What year? Sorry, I had a 96 Suburban at the same time that I never got on the road. That thing was awesome. I love that car. And then it was just fun. Like, it was just like a nice piece. Then I got a 2002 Dodge Dakota with the V8 Magnum in it. That was awesome. Drove that to college. Drove my mom's 15 Equinox for like 6 months while that was getting a thermostat and thermostat housing done on it during winter of, I think it was your freshman year or my freshman year, one or the other.
I think it was mine.
Gotcha. And
So it
then
would've been your
I
sophomore.
got the 06 Magnum. Love it. Still have it. It's up in New York. Mom and dad drive it in the summer. And then after that, I got a 19 Charger RT. Gray on gray. Love that car. It was super fun. If I was going to buy another Charger, it'd probably be the gray on gray again. And then after that, I got a 19 Scat Pack that was black with a carbon and red stripe on it. Fucking awesome. Loved it. And I had that for about 2 years. And then just recently, just at the beginning of this month, I just bought a 2021 BMW M340i. It's not a true M car, but it is an M car. It's got the 3.0 inline six with, yeah. It's got the 3.0 turbo, makes like 380, which is 100 less than the Scat Pack, but it weighs about 1,000 pounds less and creates the same amount of torque. So it's still quick, still fun, a lot of tech in it. And compared to like everything else, man, like it was everything I wanted in a new car. Do I miss the Scat Pack? Yeah, but Haley has one, so I can drive it whenever I want. So like, yes, it's not my car, it's not the black car, but the ultimate plan is to get a last call Charger whenever I can within the next year to 2 years because this is the last production year. So I want to get a last call. Preferably a wide body Scat or like one of the special editions. Again, gray on gray, or get a Hellcat if I can. Just all depends on like how it plays out. But currently for this car, like I said, I'm loving it. I've only had it for about a month, but it's really fun. It's fast. It's quick. It handles way better. It's more refined than anything I've ever driven, if that makes sense.
Right.
Like in terms of handling, technology, everything. It's more precise.
Right.
Whereas, like I always said, the Scat Pack is like an uncaged like gorilla. Like this is more of a like, hey, this is a tamed lion that like if it ever escapes the zoo, like it's over.
Fucked.
Yeah, like it's really fun. I love it.
Gotcha.
I got a lot of compliments on both Chargers that I had, like all the time. I got a lot of compliments on my Magnum. I get compliments on this car, and I mean, we talked about it before. I called Travis before I bought the BMW, and I was like, hey, this is like one thing that I don't know. Like, it may be super shallow, but like that's the thing all car guys look for, man. Everyone wants to hear like, hey, man, nice car. Like, hey, that's a nice ride, bro. Whether it be like at a car show or just driving up to the gas station. Like, I had people try to buy my Magnum.
I'm not sure who said it here because I was gone at the time. Someone was sitting here with TJ, and they were like, it's a nice car outside. Whose is that? And obviously he told me when I got back, and it was after the fact. But dude, that
it like puts a
that
smile
type
on
of
you. You're
stuff
like,
brings
let's
joy.
fucking go, man. Like, yes. Like, we work hard
you
for
got
this
good
type
taste.
of shit. Yeah, like we work hard to have the things that we want and have the things that we love. And for me, like one of those things is a car, a nice car that I think I deserve. And did I ever see myself owning a BMW? No. Like I never thought I would.
It is
But
surprising. It is surprising you've driving a Beamer.
I've always wanted a V8 car. I never wanted to own a V6. And when my friend, so this was JP's old BMW, he had leased it. He had traded it in on Anthony's Q50 that we were talking about just earlier. Then
Yep.
my boss bought this BMW that I own now for his wife, and she drove it, took really good care of it, had like all the service done, like didn't abuse it. And then what I always said, like, hey, if you ever trade it in, I'm gonna buy it. Traded it in, we put way too much money into it because it's the boss, like, is what it is.
Right.
And then he comes to me after about a month of it being on the lot because I haven't bought it yet. He's like, what's it going to take for you to buy it? I was like, I want the payoff for my car. And I want, because the market on mine was tanking, so I was trying to get out of it without having any negative equity. So he originally offered me about $4,000 under the payoff, and I was like, I'm not doing it. And he was like, all right, I'll give you this. And I was like, okay, because he told me he'd sell the BMW at X amount, which happened to be below what trade-in is on it. So, Travis, you worked in the car business for a short while. Like, you have a trade-in number, and then you have a retail number. So the number you get offered from the dealership is the trade-in number. We have to put money in reconditioning and pack and blah, 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 blah into a vehicle to put it on the lot for the retail price.
Right.
So when he told me, hey, we're going to be X amount under trade-in on this vehicle, and I'll give you payoff for yours, I was like, oh, this is a fucking, like, I would say I stole the vehicle. I fucked the dealership when I bought this car. I did. Like, and you don't get to say, you don't get to say that a lot, like, when you buy a car, but it's all about knowing how to buy a car, knowing people, and knowing what you want to do, and eventually you'll get it. And that's coming from a salesman.
Sounds like you got a steal.
Yeah, I did. So that's why I bought it. I wouldn't have bought it if it wasn't the right time, the right place, the right car, and everything that I needed in a car. And it just happened to be a steal, man. And that's why I got the BMW. And right now it's going to be a vehicle that I have for a year or two and then get out and hopefully get a last call. That's the plan for that.
How many miles were on it when you bought it?
The BMW?
Yeah.
It's got just over 27,000 on it. So it's still in manufacturers for another 10,000
Brand
miles.
fucking new.
Yeah. But yeah,
That's
what
crazy.
kind of car do you guys want next? I mean, I just kind of said what I want next. Again, a last call. That's kind of my plan. My only plan for the BMW is to put an exhaust system on it. So it's
Is this like a dream or something that's like
what?
next
What's the
reality?
next
Attainable?
car? Like what's the next car you buy? So like I bought the BMW because I knew if I didn't get out of my Charger now, I would have to take it to loan term. I didn't want to do that. Got out of it, got a car that I want to drive for a year or two. That way when the time comes, I know I can get what I want.
Yeah. I think ideally I want to stay with Infinity, so I'd probably just upgrade from there. So like a Q50 or maybe even
Q60. Q60 Red Sport. That'd be nice.
Yeah, that'd be nasty.
That was gonna be mine, man. It's obviously definitely an upgrade from what I have. It's not a super intense upgrade, but I actually told TJ this probably a couple days ago. Not just in honor of his mom. I'm a big Nissan fan, always have been. By association, I love Infinities.
Yeah.
I think they're really reliable, even though in a lot of groups, they're not.
Yeah.
But it's because
It depends on what one you buy.
well, that and it just depends on how you treat them, man. Like,
Yeah. I mean, my cousin Elvis, all you hear about is Nissan CVTs are terrible. He put almost 150,000 miles on his 18 Altima or Maxima, something like that, and never had an issue. Routine maintenance. He, in fact, went and bought another brand new one because he never had an issue with it. And, like, it's just, yeah, it could have been luck of the draw, but like you said, if you maintain them and take care of them, everything will last.
yeah, and that goes for anything. I always hate on Ford. If you take care of them, it's just like anything else.
Yeah.
I mean,
I guess.
you get what I'm saying. Yeah, for me, it would be a Q60 Red Sport, just because I'm a big fan of coupes. I don't plan on having kids in any near future, so I think a coupe is good enough for me.
Yeah, fuck you need Ford for.
Yeah, exactly. And they look nice. You can make them sound good, and that's probably the next reality car for me.
Gotcha.
100%.
Yeah, I legitimately think I'm going to get another Charger after this. I mean, it really depends on what comes to market in terms of what's next, but my that I bought this car thinking I want to get a Last Call next or I want to get a Hellcat next, just because why not? Like daily that, or even park it and drive the Beamer every day, and when I want, go out in that.
I've been on the fence about going because, like, obviously I want to stay in Infinity, but I've always really wanted Beamer. I don't know why. I've always really just liked the style of them and how they sound.
Yeah.
And
I mean,
they're
you
not
can
obviously the most reliable car in the world, but like,
you can get right now I have a 21 BMW M340. You can get an M340 in manufacturer's warranty with like in good shape for like 45 to 50. Just depends.
yeah.
And I mean
Yeah,
that's
obviously
you
it's
never
gonna
have to
depend
worry.
on what's going on when
I'm
I'm
not
looking.
I'm
but,
not
like,
going to tell you to run out and buy
ideally-
a 60,000 mile BMW. I wouldn't recommend it.
No, I probably wouldn't.
Unless you
But-
know who owned it and have
Right,
service
yeah.
records like
History.
Yeah.
Yeah. Right. But that's probably my next plan is either stay in Infinity or I've also really like Acuras. I've seen a lot of Acuras that I like.
the new
I just don't
Integra is
know,
supposed to be
like-
really nice. They're
I don't
supposed
know
to be
why, but
They're supposed to be coming out with a new Integra. Oh, and I forgot. I do have an 85 Chevy C10 that's currently tore apart, but that's besides the point. I want to make sure I fucking toss that in there.
still have it.
Yeah.
Still have it, still kicking.
Yeah. Still love it. Still love it.
Real quick, either the Q60 or I'd like a last year made Camaro.
Yeah, that'd be
That'd
nice.
be-
My buddy actually just got
that'd
a
be-
brand new ZL1 1LE, like carbon package and everything. He fucking
Damn.
loves it. It's in like that like flat blue color. Loves it, man.
Yes. Man.
Ooh,
Yeah.
that's
It's
nasty.
gorgeous. It's gorgeous.
I definitely don't have anything against Dodge or Ch- I just I don't know. Grew up in a Chevy family,
Yeah.
so
I mean, I did
it
too.
was
Yeah.
Camaros. Yeah, so
My biggest thing is I've always wanted a sedan. That's why I always went with a Charger. I've never really been a big
There's-
coupe guy.
There's never been a single person in my family in the cars. So like I've kind of just
It's so
Adapted.
weird.
like made my own because I've never had anyone go with fucking, Chevy or Nissan
Yeah.
or
I
whatever.
mean, my
I've just
dad
kinda been like-
leads fucking Chevys. Like you guys know that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
but
for
I
sure.
just- It's nothing against Chevy. They just don't make powerful sedans. I mean, unless you want a Camaro or Corvette, I mean, that's your only options if you want a sports car
Right.
from Chevy. And granted, okay, yeah, Dodge, you only have a Charger and a Challenger, but I don't know.
They
I don't
came
know.
out. What was the name of that Corvette that they made recently?
C8.
It looks like a fucking supercar.
Yeah, the
it's
mid-engine.
it's a C8. It's mid-engine.
That shit's crazy, bro. I've seen a ton of those around.
I know I keep fucking referencing people that buy shit, but my boss just bought a fucking black on black C8. I think it's a 22 or a 23 1LT.
Damn.
It's gorgeous, man. Like he was like,
I've
I'm
seen a
doing nothing to
lot.
this but blacking out the windows, and I was like, you're taking me
Good
for a
shit.
fucking ride. Also, shout out to
You're
Duncan
taking-
because he's supposed to take me to another Preds game, but I got to stay on his ass because I really want to go.
I thought you meant Dunkin' Donuts.
No, his last name's Duncan, and that's just what we call him.
Shout out Dunkin' though.
Yeah.
So
Shout
real
out
quick to
Dunks.
finish off this little segment, I know we were talking about this for your dad.
Mhm.
I know he's definitely not impressed with the unit probably owning an Infinity, but
Hey man, it's
Here we
about
are.
what you love. I mean, he's always given me shit for owning Dodges because, I mean, honestly, other than the Blazer, I've a Dakota, a Magnum, 2 Chargers. I mean, every vehicle I've
he's
essentially owned has been a Dodge, and I'm not a Dodge guy. Like, I don't have a preference in vehicles. Do I like Chevy and GM trucks more? Yes, but if we're talking cars, like I just like cars, man. I just like fun cars. That's it.
He's probably gonna bust our balls no matter what we buy.
Yeah.
yeah, he's gonna be like,
Unless
you
it
keep
was
going
a Chevy.
with your shit.
I could run over that fucking Hot Wheels.
Run over that. Yeah, I mean,
Like I didn't
He-
buy this whole ass Hot Wheel track for nothing.
yeah. When
on.
I told him that I was, because I mean, we had it for a month, so I talked to him about it when we first got it. I was like, hey, it'd have to be the right price, but like if it gets there, like I'm gonna buy this car.
I'm pulling the trigger.
And he was like, oh no, you're not. And then it happened, and I was like, hey, I'm pretty sure I'm buying it. I took it home for the second time now. Like I'm pretty sure tomorrow I'm going in to sign the paperwork. And he was like, don't do it, bud. Like, you're going to miss it. I was like, I'm going to miss it, but this is the plan. Like, this is what I want to do. And it's to get a last call eventually. And this car allows me to do that without having to take this other one to term. So we'll see.
I was gonna say I did see your dad on Facebook posting like that thing's a fucking beast and shit.
The night before, like when I was
Right.
after I texted him that I was gonna trade it in, he fucking he was.
And now he's talking it out like
Crazy.
Yeah. He just did it to get at me a little bit. He probably just didn't want me to trade it, which I understand. But financially, it just didn't make sense to keep it anymore.
Yeah.
However, every time I walk by it with a customer out on our lot, they're like, damn, that thing's nice. I was like, yeah, that was mine. Like, every customer like that walks by is like, damn, that's nice. And I'm like, fuck. But it's a great car. It'll do somebody good. It'll be a nice car for somebody. You guys did want to talk about, just to kind of get off the car subject, the All-Star weekend. I'm going to be honest, I didn't watch a single second. I didn't watch the 3-point contest, the skills challenge, the celebrity game, the regular All-Star game. I didn't watch a second of it. So this is, if you guys want to take it away, and then we can get into our opinions on All-Star games.
I mean, I'll be honest. We half-ass watched it. Like, we checked in. Yeah, like
a little fucking.
We didn't watch the celebrity game, but I saw highlights on like Instagram and shit. Do you remember the Miz from WWE, bro?
Yeah.
That dude knocked down a half-court shot.
I did see that. Saw it on TikTok. I was like, what the
crazy.
Fuck?
Yeah. But I did watch. Scripted. Sure.
Yeah, the All-Star game.
I did watch like the
All-Star
highlights
celebrity game at that.
That means. I wonder if people bet on that. That'd be crazy.
That'd be funny as fuck.
Yeah, I got the over/under on DK getting a double.
Miz, on Miz hitting fucking a half-court shot.
No, that's crazy. But I did watch some of the 3-point contests. We only watched live. The
last
final
round?
Yeah, the final round. So then we knew who won. But I went back and watched some of, people who shoot. I mean, shout out Kevin Herter. Dude's from around my hometown, but man, did he struggle.
Also, hold up, side note, you just mentioned somebody from your hometown in the 3-point contest. Like, randomly, it came across my newsfeed the other day that somebody from Murfreesboro, which is like right down the road from Nashville, won Hell's Kitchen this year. That was yeah, I mean, obviously I have no fucking correlation with the town or him, but I was like, that's fucking awesome. Anyway, sorry, that was just my sidebar there for this discussion.
But yeah, I heard the 3-point contest. I did watch the majority of the dunk contest, though.
Yeah,
I heard the dunk contest was really good, though.
It was pretty good, bro. Mac McClung definitely proved me wrong. I'm going to be the first to say I did not think he was going to win it.
I had this man's back. I said, dude, Mac McClung went viral because this man can dunk. I said that's basically, I hate to say that, but that's how he got pretty far.
Yeah.
Was because all these highlight reels and shit. I mean, he's a good player, but like dunking was like.
Which also, it feels like that was like last
that
year.
Narrative.
And that was like 4 years ago.
That was forever ago.
Yeah, like him in high school just fucking cramming on kids.
Yeah. Yeah, but I knew he could do something. I just didn't think he was going to do all that.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, the 720 was pretty nasty. I know Tatum put up 55. We did see him get hot, though.
Yes.
So we watched maybe 15% of the actual All-Star game total.
He watched approximately eight minutes.
Yeah. We watched the first half.
I mean, like, not actually watched. Like, it was on the TV, but we were just kind of...
It was like background noise when we were on our phones.
Yeah, pretty much.
So then we literally went to get off to play Rocket. Tatum hits one, hits two.
And we're like...
Hits 3 threes in a row, and we're like, okay. Watched him hit, like, I think 5 or 6.
5 at least.
And at that point, I mean, he probably had, like, a 40-piece, and we were like, all right, so he's winning MVPs. So we just shut it off anyways. And, yeah, I don't know.
I can't get behind. I mean, like 2-3 years ago, I'd watch the dunk contest, 3-point contest, and be intrigued and want to watch. But like now, man, I can't watch the baseball All-Star game. I can't watch the Pro Bowl. I can't watch NBA All-Star Game. I didn't watch any of the
Dude.
NHL All-Star Game. In fact, I didn't even know it was going on. The only reason I knew it was going on was because I was betting on NHL, and I was like, why aren't there any NHL games today? And that's fucking why.
Like, oh.
They're fucking pointless, man. They're not fucking
Dude,
fun.
In the NBA one, the All-Star game, there was literally like a little like 3-minute portion where it was like a Jaylen Brown versus Tatum 1v1, and they were just playing like full court. Everyone else was just kind of like standing around. And I was like, Kobe said it a couple years ago. He was like, people don't want to see like dunks and
1v1.
No, I want to see the best fucking players go to each other's throats.
That is the
That's
best
the
fucking
point.
pickup game of
You
all
watch-
time. That is what it should be.
So to me, the NBA has the best All-Star weekend. Like I think they do the most. They have like the best overall showcase for the sport until the All-Star game. But the best All-Star game is in the MLB because you can't not throw a 90-mile-an-hour fastball. You know what I mean? Like you can't just not hit the ball. Like you have the best pitchers out there fucking trying to strike you out, and you're trying to hit a home run off them just to fucking laugh because you're with the boys. And yeah, it may fucking end up going to 15-14 overall score, but like that's enjoyable for me to watch overall. I still won't watch it, but I think again the NBA does the best job of an overall weekend, but the MLB does the best job for a game. And I love the home run derby, but I mean I don't need to watch that. You know what I mean? It's just a bunch of fucking professionals playing soft toss. Like, who cares?
Well, dude, I just watched. It was a little throwback. I don't know if it was 1, 2, maybe 3 years ago, but it was an NBA All-Star game where they were actually playing defense. Like LeBron was on, Embiid, like Giannis was on James Harden, and they were like, I'm the man. They're trying
they're
to like
playing, yeah. That's
and
what
it was
I
just
want.
like.
I don't want fucking 155 to fucking 190. I want a fucking 98 to 99 game, like an old school fucking NBA game, which granted now in the NBA, every fucking team is averaging over 110 points. How fucking wild is that? 5 years ago, they were barely averaging 100.
Right.
It's also because it's just frustrating because like now nobody wants to get injured. So they're like, why play in this pointless?
Yeah.
Why go hard in this pointless game?
I mean
But at that point,
the night before
not
they went
even-
on the All-Star break game, like the All-Star break, that night Giannis played and he was listed as probable. So me and my buddy it was for him to score 10 boards, which is easy for him. He's averaging like 12, 13, and 6 assists. He ended up 9 minutes. He played the first 9 minutes of the game was all he played. He had 7 boards and 5 assists. Sat him the rest of the game because the All-Star break was coming. And it's like, bruh, like it's a close game and we're just not playing Giannis. Like we're just not going to get him 3 fucking boards and an assist in 9 minutes. Like it was just
It's not going to make me money.
But that's the type of shit, like besides the bet, like that's the type of shit where you're like, bro, it's a fucking All-Star game that you're going to play 15 minutes of the actual game because everybody else has to play, and you're going to go maybe 50%, dunk twice over Curry, and go home.
Dude, Giannis, because of his wrist injury, dunk over. Giannis, because of his wrist injury, started the game, and then they literally let him dunk once, and then he fouled and didn't play for the rest of the game.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
and then it's like,
and it was Anthony Edwards. I think I shared it. I think we've all talked about this since. Anthony Edwards kind of half-ass quoted Kobe saying the same shit of like, hey, you never know. It may be the only time that person in that family can come see you fucking play and you're sitting the fucking bench because you're tired when you get there. 5 years ago, the back-to-back fucking games, you played multiple back-to-back games a season. Adam Silver has made it his mission so that this doesn't keep fucking happening to where you barely ever have to play a back-to-back game. And if you do have to play a back-to-back game, it's home or it's a close away game. And then you have another back-to-back
like
days
the
off
Nets
after
Knicks.
that. And then the travel is built to a minimum to where, like, hey, if you're playing fucking West Coast, guess what? You're playing the Clippers, the Kings, the Lakers, the fucking Seattle
you're staying
Supersonics.
west.
Like, you're playing the fucking Western Conference that whole month.
Yeah.
Right.
And it's like, because have you guys seen that video of LeBron? Some fan was yelling at him, yo, I spent all my money to come here today. Like,
You're
it's
being
my
a
kid's
bum,
birthday. Yeah, and he was just like being benched, and then LeBron like fake went in his pockets because that dude said, "I want my money back."
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know, dude. I mean, you get paid
I can
tens of
understand
millions, hundreds of millions of
it's a
dollars
it's
to
an eight
fucking perform.
it's an 82 game season. And like I can understand like 4 or 5 years ago when the finals were being played in fucking May, June, the finals are being played in July. So now instead of having a 3 to 4 month off season, we talked about this on the pod before. Instead of having a 3 to 4 month off season, you now have a 2 to 3 month off season because they've separated the game so much. So again, I understand it's 82, but you should be playing 70. Everyone. Unless you're a bench player, like everyone should be playing 70 games unless you're hurt.
Dude, yeah, like
There should
unless
be
you're
no
hurt,
such
like,
thing as load management. Like you look at fucking Cal
No.
Ripken 15 years ago in fucking baseball or 20 years ago, 2,000 straight fucking games in a 162 game season, going out there fucking limping as a 45-year-old man hitting fucking bombs. And we can't fucking run a fucking
it's a joke.
a
It's a
25,
joke.
35-minute game once every other 2 days.
It's a joke.
The NBA is the worst with that shit, bro. And then same thing with the trade demands and shit. The Adam Silver just said the other day too that he needs to find a way to crack down on that shit because if you sign a contract with a team, you shouldn't be demanding a trade in 2 to 3 years. Granted, Kyrie's situation is a little bit different. Like it's his last year, I can get that, but this is like the third time he's demanded a trade from a fucking team. I would have
Dude,
I would
I
have
could-
kept him. I would have been like, get fucked. I don't care if you're not going to sign here. Fuck you. Like, take the contract.
Yeah, bro, I could fucking be completely wrong with this, but I think Julius Randle for the Knicks was one of 3 or one of 4 All-Stars of the entire All-Star weekend to play every single game of the season so
Bro,
far.
every night that I bet on the Knicks, I hammer Julius Randle's stat lines, whatever it is. Like, I make sure I get one of his stat lines there because I know he's going to fucking play 30 minutes. He's going to play
like-
25 to 30 minutes guaranteed.
Minimum.
He's the only
That's mad
person.
respect.
He's the only person I can
There's
trust to
like-
fucking play a full game.
Yeah, bro. There's like a handful. Like now that the Nets, I mean, Jesus Christ, our whole team is.
Dear Lord.
You have nobody.
mess.
Yeah. I shouldn't say you have
But we
nobody, but
have-
you know what I mean.
Mikal Bridges, and dude is a unit. He hasn't missed a game.
Yeah, he's another one that I try to hit his boards and assists line.
I mean, the Nets have made a shit show of our organization at this point, but at least we have some consistency. Nice, good role play. Ooh,
Yeah.
excuse me. Nice, good role players now.
Right.
Yeah,
And it's like,
I think the same thing with the Raptors. Like, I don't know about the Nets. They're close, but I think they're like 2 to 3 players away from like
the Nets.
now generally 2 to 3. Yeah, the Nets. But the Raptors,
Yeah, we
man,
need probably-
it's the same thing when we had DeMar, bro. Like we have 5 to 8 solid role players that you can throw in a starting lineup and have run your bench. And we're just missing that one fucking guy to elevate the team. I love Siakam, but
Raptors wise, I don't know what it could be.
it's just one like I've watched more NBA games this year than I did last year, and every time I'm able to watch the Raptors, I'm like, damn, we are like actually fucking good, and we're probably gonna miss the fucking playoffs.
Yeah.
It's like you guys are good, but like not good enough in like a weird way. Like it's
Yeah, I mean we're
because I
we're
really
really
like
young.
your guys' team. Like Fred Van Vliet,
Yeah,
fucking yeah, you guys are really young.
we
I think
lost
getting
Lowry. Our
Barnes,
like
Scotty Barnes.
I love Scotty Barnes.
Who's that other fucking Pascal?
yeah,
There's some other young kid I can't think of.
OG
Bro, You guys
Anunoby.
kind of remind.
That's who it.
Yeah.
Yes, thank you. OG.
You said young, and I was
He's
just
a
trying to
fucking
piece it
dog
together.
too.
Yeah, I love him.
I view the Raptors and Cavs as like kind of
Yeah.
the same type of team, Raptors and Cavs. Because like the Cavs, you guys just have a lot of length everywheres.
Yeah.
Like
Like I think the Cavs are there now. I think the Cavs have a chance to
Cavs are-
win
Yes.
this year. But the Raptors, again, we're just that one piece away, man. Like just one piece. Whereas again, the Knicks, I think the Knicks are there right now. I don't think it's one piece. It's just about getting the pieces they have to fucking meld, man. Like I've watched a lot of their games this year from betting on fucking Brunson and Randall, and they look good. They are a good team. It's just getting all of the cylinders firing, I think.
Yeah, and I mean we've been winning games. I think the trade for Josh Hart was huge.
I agree.
Very solid player. The only thing I would say, and RJ Barrett is my favorite Nick, but he has been slacking heavy, dude. He hasn't.
He almost can't
anything.
get 15 now.
So as soon as he's able to figure out, and they're all still averaging 20 plus.
Yeah.
Those three. So I mean, as soon as he figures out, what his role is now with Brunson, we'll be in good shape.
Yeah, I agree.
But yep.
I agree. The last kind of question we have, so we're going to start when we don't have a guest, we're going to start leaving a question for us to talk about. It's not going to be like a deep, hard-hitting question. It's just going to be like something stupid that we find like during the pod or anything. And this week's is, do you prefer the old or new AirPods? By that I mean, like, do you prefer the regular AirPods or like the AirPod Pros? Because we're in a discussion right before this pod episode.
Based on my fucking rant, my god.
But I really do want to talk about this next episode, and I want to hear what other people have to say. So if you do know any of us, please feel free to reach out and let us know what your opinions are so we can tally up the opinions or leave a comment in the YouTube video, whatever. But guys, I don't have anything else to talk about. I think this was a really solid episode for only being 50 minutes.
Yeah, this was
Word. Well,
good, man.
If you guys don't have anything else to talk about, I'm going to go ahead and wrap this up. Everybody, I appreciate you guys listening. We all love you. Thank you for the continuous support. Let's get to 4,000 listens. Fuck that. Let's get to 10,000 listens before we hit episode 52. Okay, we're going to get to 10,000. We're gonna start pacing 10K. Anyways, guys, I appreciate y'all listening, and I appreciate the love and support that you guys give us every week, week in and week out. Please feel free to share this podcast with your friends. We love you guys, and I hope y'all have a great rest of your week, and we'll see y'all in the next one.
Peace.